ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1. A lot more to go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
38.
On play action, Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Yards that time on the punt, and the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 11. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, How about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Throwing now is Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. To throw, it's Lance. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk from 13 yards out. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the counter, this is Akers. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Stafford now to throw. And I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Lance now on first down. He's got Ayuk once again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 43 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this down to about their 17-yard line here.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Rams, Tigers. 6. Hey, red. 6, 7. Blacks up. On the ball. On the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Stafford on 1st down. Try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 65 yards. And the Rams get a bit closer.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he powers his way up past the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Okay, ready?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. That's out to the flat for Akers. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The final shot before the break. Stafford going up top for Kupp. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Play action. Now it's Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again, it's Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, 26 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Check pitch.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 130 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a play fake. Lance. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Davidson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Lance looking to throw it. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are pouring it on. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Real life, 53, 10.
Stafford. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, Allen Robinson, 57 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And now the rookie's free. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Stafford completes it to Robinson, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Lance. It's caught, Mitchell. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On 2nd down now, Wesley. And he's got some space here. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 27, Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford down to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another touch for Davis Price.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Completes it to Samuel. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well.